Years ago, one of the young guys in my office had a kind of turbulent relationship with his longtime fiancée. And none of us really thought they were a very good match, but the heart is not rational. Anyway, on the night she finally dumped him, I guess it took her so long to do it that his car got towed. And it is a miserable experience getting a car out of impound. Back then, they would only take cash, and if you didn't rush down and get it right away, well, the penalty would get bigger by the day because they would charge you rent in the impound lot. So he got the cash together and he went down there in a very dark mood to get his car, just managing to get in before the place closed. And when he got there, there was a young hearing-impaired woman trying to retrieve her car, and she hadn't realized that the fee had grown after it had taken her about a week to raise the money. And no one in there spoke sign language, and she was practically in tears attempting to lip read the belligerent owner who was yelling at her about how these are the rules. Just to give you a sense of that guy, I guess he had once towed a school bus with the kids still in it. He wasn't the devil, but he was on the payroll. Anyway, my young friend figured that his day was already kind of a show and there was no point in the young woman being stranded. So he spotted her the cash she needed, and she was able to retrieve her car. Meanwhile, they just went ahead and closed the gate on him and leaving him on foot for another day. And as he was walking to the train station, the young woman pulled up alongside him and said, "Hey, you need a ride?" And he goes over to the open window and he says, "I thought you were..." And she points at her hearing aids, which had been locked in her car in impound. And she said, "Actually, I'm a pretty good listener." So, yeah, they've been married for 12 years. They invited the owner of the tow yard to the wedding.
Oh.
And he came.
Did he bring a gift?
The best man had his car towed.